Kalkadosh Boker Or Mishnah Yomi Masechet B'Metzia Perek Chet Mishnah Tet and Perek Tet Mishnah Aleph. Okay, so we've got the 8th chapter, last Mishnah, number 9, and then we have the 9th chapter, Mishnah Aleph. Okay, so the last Mishnah of the Perek. Hamaskid Bay Lechavero V'Nafal. Imagine you're renting a house to your friend, and the house collapses. Mamash, the nofel. Chayav la'amid lo bayit. He has to give him another house. Like, why? Because listen, I rented you a house. There's something happened to the house. You have to give me another house. Haya katan. What happens if the original house was small? You can't give him a big house. Right? Why? Because if he preferred a small house, he said, I don't want a big house. Right? Gadol. Katan. If it's a big house, he can't give him a small one. Why? He wants a big one. Echad. Had one room, he can provide him 2 rooms. Shnaim. 2 rooms, can't give him 1 room. Again, all these things is because somebody could have a ta'ana. So, for example, I didn't want a bigger house. Why? Now I can't hear each other. I want to come ahead. They're all, I don't know where they are. Or, all right, it's too small. I need some room. They're on top of us. We need reading room. Each one of them. Not only that, you cannot give a house which has fewer windows or more windows. So, in all these cases, a change is to be done with the dot of both of them. Yeah? Here he says in the footnote that if it's just going to be painted differently and things like that, he can't be me'akev. But on the structure, he could be me'akev. Yoter chadarim, pachot chadarim, yoter ze, pachot ze. Okay, fine. Next, Perek Tet. We're going to be speaking about in this Perek, Arisut, Chakirut, and Sechirut. Okay, so this is introduction. Takdama. Arisut, we know, is a sharecropper. What's a sharecropper? You come and you give a percentage of the crop, and that's going to be the salary, right? So, for example, I'm working your field. I'm going to get, let's say, shlish ravia or chetzi, whether it's going to be 50%, 33%, 25%, whatever it is, I'm going to get, and that is my salary. The next one is chakirut. Chakirut is tenant farming, which means he pays the owner a set amount. Yeah? גמרתי את ט'. עכשיו אני בפרק ט' משנה א'. Yeah? No, עוד לא. אני בהקדמה אמרתי. Yeah? Yeah? He said, so what is chakirut exactly? He has to pay a set amount of produce, right? For example, let's say 10 kurs of wheat, and he has to pay it regardless of how much does it produce. That's called chakirut, right? Which is, it's a rent, but it's in produce. אבל לא משנה כמה produce it produces. זאת אומרת, לא משנה אם השנה זה היה על הפנים ובקושי הצלחת, או זה היה חבל לזמן, אתה עדיין משלם אותו דבר. Okay, that's chakirut. Schirut is a lease. So you're paying a rental, right? Doesn't matter also how much it is. But it's nothing to do with produce. It's money. Okay, that's called schirut. So יש לך אריסות, chakirut, and schirut. Let's start. Mishnah Aleph. Perek Tet Mishnah Aleph. Chapter 9, Mishnah 1. If you're going to rent a field from your friend, if they're in a place where they are accustomed to cut the crops, to uproot them, you uproot them. If they plow after the harvest in order to destroy the weeds, you have to do that. Basically, you always have to do like the minhag of the Medina. Whatever they do in that place, that's what you have to do. Whatever it is. Just like a sharecropper, right, and an owner, they share the grain, so too they're going to share the straw and the stubble, which is inedible parts as well. Just like they're going to share the wine, which is produced from the the vineyards, so too they're going to share the branches, right, and the trimmings and all these things. And they both have to provide the poles, which is they both share the cost of setting up the poles, right, at the beginning of the season, in order to make sure, they used to put poles in order to make sure that everything's going to be straight and everything's going to be nice. So that in itself, they both have to provide for that as well.